this grind.
Welcome to The Grind. Get ready. It's a new day. I'm Andy Batten, and today we're going to talk about the group of people you surround yourself with. I hear it a lot that we are going to become. If you want to see who you are in the future, look at the people you're spending the most time with right now. The 5 people that you're spending the most time with right now is who you're eventually going to become. And there's a biblical story that I just love. I'm a big fan of Bible stories. When I was a kid, I used to see these things kind of like cartoons in my head. And one of my favorite ones was the story of Gideon. He was this guy who was going up against an army that he had no chance of winning. And he went in with an undermanned, under-resourced army. And 2 different times along the way, he had to thin out the herd. He got rid of the riffraff. He got rid of the people that weren't really committed to the cause. And there was this one point where he had folks get down and drink water. And what he was looking for was to see who was so focused on thirst and so focused on relieving their thirst that they took their eyes off the task at hand, which was to be safe. And so the guys that reached down and that cupped the water and drank it and didn't hold on to their sword and didn't stand ready, he sent them home. He said, "You're not the kind of guy that I want in my army." And everyone's looking around thinking, really? Like, we're already undersized. We really don't have a shot at this thing. And he says, no, if you don't have the right mindset, if you don't have the right focus, I can't have you on my team. And so he sends them home. And then Gideon goes on to win this amazing victory. Strategically, he didn't use the typical tools of war, but they were able to win the battle. And what ended up happening was he was able to surround himself with like-minded people. And here's what happens in business, in life, in our journey with our faith. A lot of times we surround ourselves with people just so that we're not lonely. We don't ask ourselves, is this person committed to the same things, the same values, the same objectives that I'm trying to reach? And so what happens is when we surround ourselves with just people, not the right people, there's going to be times when along the way temptations and opportunities are going to come to turn away from the objective. And those people that are looking to get out of the way of discomfort, they're going to start talking in your ear and they're going to say, hey man, maybe this really isn't worth it. Maybe this isn't possible. Or maybe there's an easier way. Or maybe there's a more comfortable way. And what ends up happening is it becomes real easy for us to turn from our objective. And one of the things I think we can take from Gideon is that when we're going to war, no matter if it's a real war or whether it's just the challenges and the obstacles we're facing in our life, that we've got to surround ourselves with people that have the same intensity and focus on the moment at hand, who are looking down the road at the same objective that we have. They're able to see with purpose and vision a future that we're trying to shape together. And when you're weak, when you're at a disadvantage, when you're starting to doubt yourself, those people who you surround yourself are going to pick you up and they're going to push you towards the objective. So in business, when it comes to our character, when it comes to our families, and when it comes to our spiritual walk, we need to surround ourselves with people that are committed to the same goals and to getting them done the same way that we are. Or else what we're going to be doing, is carrying dead weight. And I don't know about you, but it's already tough enough to get to where I'm wanting to go. It's already difficult. It always feels like an uphill climb, right? We know we're making progress when we're moving against something that's a challenge. But I don't need to be dragging other people along with me, and I don't need to have people trying to pull me back and pull me down. One of the images that they always talk about is how when you put frogs in a pot and you start boiling them, they don't recognize that the heat's on, right? Well, when you put crabs in a pot, they'll pull each other down. And so whether it's a frog that doesn't recognize the heat's being turned up, or whether it's the crab that doesn't want to see anybody get out of the pot, it really matters who you're surrounding yourself with. So guys, what I want you to do is take a assessment, take a moment to stop and think about the people that are on your team. Think about the people that you've surrounded yourself and ask yourself, are they pushing with you towards the same outcomes and objectives? Or do they got a different agenda? If they got a different agenda, I would encourage you to move on and find somebody else. You don't need them.
To subscribe to SimonArias.net, follow these simple steps. Go to SimonArias.net. On the home page, scroll down to the bottom. Where prompted, enter your first name along with your best email address and click Join Grind Messages. Thanks for watching.